Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Animation Revaluation podcast. I am your host, Lizer, and with me I have Celeste and Jay. What's up, guys?
Hey guys.
Yo.
Wow, did we really get a normal introduction from you? Holy shit. I'm like genuinely surprised right now. Like, I prepared myself this time. I was like, alright, here we go.
Decided to throw a curveball right there.
Holy shit, you got me.
Switching it up. Yeah, you got me too.
There's gonna be people like, oh, I usually look forward to the cringe introduction.
Maybe next week.
Maybe. Oh boy. Oh, this was a fun week of watching stuff. Watching demonic YouTube shows. This week we watched the Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss, which I believe when I announced it last week, we already had watched like all, if not most of it.
Yes.
It was worth the rewatch.
Yeah, it really was. I feel like I even noticed like more things as I rewatched it that I hadn't noticed on my first watch through.
Same.
It was fun. But I feel like we should kick it off with what started it, which is Hazbin. So, for those that don't know, and I'd be surprised if there isn't a lot of people that don't know about this because it was a huge phenomenon when it came out. Hazbin Hotel is currently a half-hour length animated pilot cartoon made by Vivian Madrano, who we'll be calling Vivzy Pop from here on, or Viv, or Vivzy, or whatever, and her crew. And it takes place in Hell, stars Charlie, the daughter of the devil, Vaggie, her girlfriend and best friend, Angel Dust, the spider stripper man whore, Alistair, the radio demon, and many others. And the basic premise of it is that Hell has a cleansing because there are too many evil souls. So once a year, a bunch of sinners in Hell are killed again, I guess. And I suppose that means that their soul is gone forever. I'm not really sure on the details of that. But Charlie doesn't like that. This happens because even though she's the daughter of the literal devil, like Lucifer is her father, she's good-natured and she wants the best for people. So she opens a hotel in the hopes of rehabilitating the evil souls and sending them off to heaven. And Vaggie joins her in this crusade, and in the pilot episode we get to see her pitching the idea on a news segment in the news station, and it doesn't really go well. And she says that the only patron she has in her hotel is Angel Dust, and she's like proudly stating like he's doing great, he's gone this long without doing drugs, blah blah blah. And then suddenly the station gets word that he is currently in a shootout with someone called Serpentius, which I'll show later. Things go up in flames from that point on, and there's a scene where the three of them go back to the hotel. They end up meeting Alistair, and he offers to help with her batshit crazy idea. He demonstrates his powers and then has a laugh, and credits roll. And that's just like a very condensed summary. We'll get into more as we talk about it, because it is only the pilot, so I don't want to give away, every single detail. But even though it's only 30 minutes, there is a lot to go through. So I think we should probably start off with the characters, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I introduced them before. I said our main character is Charlie, and she is the daughter of the devil. There she is. She's pretty adorable, honestly.
I love her character design so much.
Yeah, she's very vaudeville. In her little suit. She also, like, just the way her legs are, she kind of reminds me of a spider too. I know she's not, but it reminds me of a spider for some reason. I guess because they're like long and spindly.
Yes, same.
And as I said before, she's the daughter of the devil. And you can look at her and not think that she was a demon. Like, you would not realize that she's descended from the evilest of evil until you get to, certain scenes where she shows off a little bit. Very brief glimpses into her demonic form. She sings a song, and for like a split second, you get to see like the horns and the evil smile and the red eyes. And you're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, she's a demon.
I love that.
Yeah. And we have her girlfriend, Daggy. Who,
I love her character design too. Like
Yeah,
I
she's
love
super cute.
I love all the I honestly I love all their character designs. I have yet to see one where I dislike.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, the Vivzi's character designs are really, really cool. Like, even back in the days, like, looking at her old stuff, it's very, very much out there. Um, for those who don't know, a lot of the demons are, like, themed. So a lot of people looked at Vaggy and were like, okay, what's her theme? She's Hispanic?
Yeah,
It's like,
she's Hispanic and she's formed after a moth, right?
yep, she's supposed to be a moth. A lot of people don't actually know that until they, like, look into it. Because, again, all we have is a pilot.
There's not much like I'm looking forward to more for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But just from just introductions alone, these two already, I was just like, I'm 100% invested.
Oh, yeah. And then they're so sweet together.
Yeah.
Then we have everyone's favorite, Angel Dust. I believe Angel was actually one of the oldest, in terms of like when they were created, Hazbin characters.
Oh.
Yeah, because I remember going back, not even going back, I remember seeing Vivzi's YouTube page like 7 years ago, and there was, videos of her speed drawing Angel, and his design hasn't really changed much since back then. I think back then she used to draw him more as like a clinically insane type, and now he's just like a snarky asshole, and I love him. Let me see. What else is there? We have Alistair,
The radio.
the radio demon.
Honestly, I love how they do his voice acting. I
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
the filter where he sounds like an old radio host. Well,
Yes.
like they have I have this written in my notes too. They have backstories for characters, and it's kind of hard to tell like what's truly canon anymore because again these characters are so old now. Especially Alistair. Alistair is actually the oldest of them. She's gone on record saying that she made him as like the edgy high school OC that she had. And over the years she's been like, okay, this character's birthday is this day, and this character likes fucking blueberry pancakes or something. And, 10 years down the line, she doesn't remember what she said back then. So it's hard to, like, determine exactly what's what. But she has said in the past that Alistair was a radio host. He was a murderous cannibal. He was killed by hunters, I believe. They mistook him for a deer, hence the deer horns in his demon form. That's just from memory.
If he was a cannibal, he kind of deserved that shit.
I mean, when really no character in the show is truly, good,
yeah,
if they ended up in
bad.
hell, I think the only one we can probably say anything good about in terms of that is probably Charlie, because she was born there.
Because if I remember correctly, like for a character to end up in her world's hell, like it's not just like sex, like doing like adultery or shit like that. Like it has to be like something really bad.
I believe so, yeah. And they all have some kind of marking as to, relate how they died or their sin or something like that. Like how Vaggy has the X on her eye.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure somebody can look into it and see, like, maybe she was shot in the eye or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me see. We have Cherry, who is Angel's friend.
She's actually like top 2 on my list.
Top 2?
Top two. Well, I have. She's like one of the top twos. I have more than one person in like top one and top two. So
Wait, how does that work then?
in my logic, it works.
My number one is this person, but my other number one is this one. So who's your number one? Have I gotten to them yet?
Huh?
Have I gotten to your number one yet?
Yes.
Who was it?
Angel Dust.
Okay, I figured. Cherry is Angel's best friend. She's the one who actually ropes him into the fight that I mentioned before.
The turf war?
Yeah, she uses bombs, hence the name Cherry Bomb. She's very, like, peppy, I guess is the word that I want to use for her. I don't know, is that right? Peppy.
No, I wouldn't say peppy.
She has a lot of energy.
Yeah, she's very like
spunky.
Not funky, like she, because like I know we haven't talked about it like yet, but you know what the song Addict, like she's very like adrenaline junkie kind of.
Peppy.
Peppy.
Like me right now, because I took that fucking G Fuel.
Not sponsored yet.
Not sponsored. Non-spawn. Then we meet. We have the whole thing with Alistair and everything. Oh wait, no. Before that, since we're talking about Cherry, she dragged Angel into the fight with her against Serpentius. This man is so underrated. His scenes were so good.
I love his fucking hat so much.
Is it alive?
I think it's alive. I'm pretty sure it's
apparently
alive.
It's none of our business.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. That's true.
But apparently there's like a turf war going on in hell. He is a big name, or he thinks he's a big name or something like that. And he's trying to take over, a part. And he's fighting with Cherry, and Angel gets dragged into it, and it's this whole thing. And they're going at it, and Angel keeps making, like, dirty jokes and innuendos to him, and he just, like, kind of doesn't get it. One of my favorite scenes is he slams Angel down hard on the ground, and Angel goes, "Harder, Daddy," and he goes, "Son?" And they never address it. He just gets kicked out of the way, and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
I love that.
And he's played by Stamper. If you don't know who Stamper is, please look him up. He's a joy to watch, and he's so fucking chaotic. I love him. A lot of Stamper's characters have the same energy as Serpentius. Like, just fucking high energy, high octane moron. I love it. He's amazing. But then, we go on, we meet Alistair, who I've already, shown. And Alistair decides to run this hotel, we need more people. So he brings in 2 people who I suppose owe him favors. We'll see that, upcoming. I'm actually really excited to see what these favors were for and what the backstory of these characters are. But the first one is this little cutie here called Nifty.
She's the doll.
Oh my god, I love Nifty so much.
She's such a doll.
She's actually, like, cracked out.
She's 100% cracked out, dude. She's just, like, non-stop, high octane, like, I gotta talk, I gotta get my point across. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Let's go. And she looks like she's brought in to the hotel, like, summoned there, like, in a snap. And she's instantly like, are you guys gonna be my friends? I love this place. Oh, I need to clean this place. Oh, this place is horrible. I love it. Blah, blah, blah. Why are you all women? Even though Angel's there, she just assumes Angel's a woman, probably because of the way he dresses. 100% best character to me. I love Nifty. And she's shown for like 5 minutes. If even that. And then they also show Husker. And I feel like Husker's the total opposite of Nifty. He's a bit of I wouldn't say he's a slow talker, but compared to her, he's definitely a slow talker. He's down in the dumps.
He's grumpy.
He's grumpy. He's a grumpy cat. He's angry at the world. He's lost his ability to love years ago. And he's an alcoholic.
The redeeming quality.
And
Think you can buy me over with the wink and some cheap booze?
well, you can. Oh man, and another one of my favorite scenes is when Alistair meets Angel.
Oh,
he's like asking Charlie like where's your staff and everything, and he goes to Angel. He's like, what do you do here, my effeminate fellow? And he's just like, I can suck your dick. He's like, ha, no. I don't feel like we mentioned it before, but Angel is a porn star and like a high class hooker basically.
You gotta pay a lot for his service.
Yeah. That's actually how we're introduced to him. Like, he just finished the job. He's coming out of the dude's car. It's like, say hi to your wife for me. It's like, bro, what?
What a power move.
And
I respect it.
I mentioned earlier how Charlie, she was at the news station. So here are the newscasters.
God.
I remember her name, Katie Killjoy. I don't remember his.
This was like something simple. I think it was like Tom. I don't remember his last
Tom Trench? I know Trench was part of it. If Tom is correct, then yeah, Tom Trench.
name. Yeah.
And I'm guessing, trench warfare, that's why he has the gas mask on.
Yeah.
And then Katie Killjoy is just a fucking bitch.
She is a fucking bitch.
She's the biggest bitch. Just 100% like, I don't care about some rich daddy's girl trying to put her thing on the news so people can see it, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, well, I have your pencil, bitch. And then they get into a fight. She also seems to be a spider demon.
Yeah.
It's like kind of hard to really tell. This is like a freeze frame.
But yeah, but if you look at her limbs.
Yeah, she's very like spindly.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it for characters. Do you guys want to talk about anything that happened?
So when I first watched this, I honestly so my first run through, the first thing that popped in my head was like, oh, is this one of those shows that is trying to be edgy? Because like at first it was like nothing but cuss words. Like I kid you not, like for me it felt like every second I just heard another cuss word. And at first it was kind of annoying. But the further I watched, the more like I was like, oh shit, no, this is fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to put that in there. Like at first I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I fell in love.
How about you, Jay?
I have to say, definitely. I still remember the first time I actually watched Hazbin, and I was just like, I read the warning. Was there a warning on the first upload?
Yeah.
I know it got re-uploaded like after, and I was like, with the times as it is now, this would not fly whatsoever. I was like, I'm honestly surprised it's still on YouTube.
I remember.
The one thing I do wish is I wish it kind of did have better pacing, and like I know it's the pilot, and you kind of want to jam in as much information as they can, but I kind of feel like they could have withheld some stuff, at least for the future, to at least get more of the at least kind of flesh out some of the more of the characters, But I understand it's the pilot, but I do know that Vizzy does do live streams and she does explain more.
Yeah.
But as someone as me who doesn't watch the live streams, I still kind of am kind of confused on some of the characters.
Yeah, so I was gonna bring that up. So the live streams, it started out as just we're gonna work on background art. Let me just live stream myself doing it and to help occupy myself, so I'm not just drawing all day every day and losing my mind. And eventually it became one of the other animators, Ashley. She started doing a podcast, and she would have the voice actors of the characters on. She's dating the voice actor of Angel, so very easily accessible for her to have him on at all times. But other, personalities would be on too. And we got a lot of information just in these things. So if you didn't tune into them or you didn't know about them, you are kind of like information gated a lot. But a lot of the times the information is just put out there anyway. So all you really have to do is look it up. As far as like pacing, it's like I agree. Like on a normal situation, I would be like, yeah, flesh it out more. But since this is the pilot and it's just like this is to sell the idea, and it worked because this was picked up by a studio, I can appreciate it for what it is. It's still really good. Those podcasts though were great.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the live streams or the podcast, definitely go check it out to retain more information.
Yeah, it's called the Honeycast, HUNI cast. That's actually, fun fact, that's actually where I decided to watch Beastars, because she had a couple of the Beastars guys on there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're welcome for that, Celeste.
Oh my god.
Now,
damn it.
I want to point something out about this pilot. Like I said before, it was anticipated for years because, like I said, I subscribed to Vivzy, and years ago I seen the things about Angel, and basically she just got a bunch of her friends together and like a couple of freelancers, and just decided to make something using characters that she had. It was funded entirely through Patreon and her own commission work, so she worked her ass off to get this done. Like, imagine spending all day drawing stuff for people online so you can afford to continue drawing something for yourself. Like, it's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it just became like this passion project. So many people fell in love with it just over time of them doing the live streams, the Honeycast, just like little, here's a speed draw video of me drawing Angel Dust, of me drawing Alistair, like that kind of thing. And just like the little information dumps here and there that they built up a fan base for this show before it was even a show. And it worked, because I remember the premiere. I watched it literally 3 times back to back. Once on my own, once with my mother, and once with my sisters. And then I started sending it to people. Celeste, I sent it to you. Jay, I didn't know you yet, but I'm sure I would have.
Wanna know what's a crazy fact? The crazy fact is that Liza did send it to me. I didn't watch it. That's a lot of times.
Wow, what a crazy fact.
Okay, but the funny thing is, what pushed me to watch it was there is this YouTuber, she goes by Izzy, and she covers art drama. And what got me to watch Hazbin Hotel was that crazy fact. Somebody actually tried to con their way into the art
yes.
yeah. And that's how I found out. I was like, oh shit, now I need to watch Hazbin Hotel now.
I don't want to go into that because I don't want to give that person any clout or anything. But they also tried to get onto some Cartoon Network shows too.
Yes.
Doing the same shit.
Yes.
And they're just basically a stalker.
Yeah.
So I brought up before that these characters have been around for a long time. Vivzy actually had a web comic called Zoophobia, and a lot of these characters were actually meant to be characters in Zoophobia. For example, Alistair was meant to be in it. And the thing about Zoophobia, Hazbin Hotel takes place in hell. Everyone's like a demon or some form of demonic being. Alistair's the radio demon. I'm pretty sure back then when she first created him, he probably wasn't a demon per se. Maybe his design was different. Who knows? Except her, and probably like a million fans who know something I don't. But this comic wasn't about Hell. It was this normal human woman goes to work at the school. This is just me talking from the top of my head from what I remember, by the way. And like everyone is like an animal, not like humanoid animal, just straight up animal. I think some might have been humanoids, like furry level.
Oh my, furries.
And she has a severe case of zoophobia, and the thing is called zoophobia, and she has to deal with, you know, being, I don't remember if she was like a teacher or a counselor or something, to all of these beings that she's very afraid of because of her phobia. And that went on for like years. It's technically it's not finished. It's on hiatus because bigger projects have come forward. I remember I used to really be into it, and I honestly can't remember much anymore because it's been so long. I probably should have did research into that for this. I feel like that would have been an interesting topic to go off of. But apparently some of these characters actually originated from there. And like I said, designs have changed over time. Like, Celeste, you said Cherry was like your top 2.
Oh.
Did you know that she wasn't always supposed to look that way?
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. This is the original Cherry.
Hold on, I gotta like click on it to look better. Oh, it's not a bad design.
Yeah.
I like it.
So she was originally supposed to look like this, all white and everything. Her real name was Isabella, and she was actually Angel's daughter, and she was an angel. She wasn't in hell.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Huh.
Mafia.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And funny you bring up Mafia, Jay. Do you guys know Angel's backstory at all?
Yeah.
I don't actually.
So, Angel, you can glimpse some of it from the Addict music video that I showed you guys in the playlist. And if anyone's watching this, the playlist is in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll probably put it in the description of the RSS also. He most likely died of an addiction. Consensus is PCP, hence the name Angel Dust.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the reason that he is a spider is because his family was in organized crime, so they had a web of crime. Viv has gone on record saying that, you know, his family is around. He has a twin sister. I believe that she is an angel, though.
Molly.
Yeah, Molly. I don't have a picture of her. I meant to get one, and I just forgot.
Her character's design is chef kiss. I love.
Oh yeah. If you can get a picture of her while I'm describing this, it'd be great. Please and thank you. And apparently he also has an older but shorter brother, whose name I cannot remember right now. And this is another case of we don't really know what's canon, but it was said at some point that his brother is the reason that he's dead. That they had a fight and the brother killed him. Don't know if that's going to be canonized, if that's going to be scrapped. There's been designs of the brother released, you know, after Hazbin. So most likely we're going to see him come up. Being that this was picked up by a studio, we can't really get too many details from her about these things. She's probably under, you know, lock and key, can't say much. Under contract. Under oath. In a court of law.
Under oath. Here's Molly.
There's Molly.
Molly.
Pretty much just more feminine Angel. And Angel's pretty feminine himself. Did you know that the boobs that he has aren't actually boobs?
What are they? Because the whole time I'm like, what are those?
It's just fluff. It's just fluff. It's stuck that way because of like his tight fitting clothes. It gets all fluffed up, and he just like shaped it into boobs, basically.
Okay, because like I swore like I'm like okay I know Angel's male and I'm like but I go he has a chest and I was actually going into a theory in my head. I was like wait is Angel trans? But then like that explains it. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what they'll pull up in the future, you know? Because all we have is a pilot. They're free to change whatever the fuck they want.
Of course.
The episode 1's gonna come out. Angel's gonna be Mexican. instead of like 20s, Brooklyn gangster. What else is there?
Sombrero action.
Hell yeah, I'll sign up for that shit.
Dude, I'm there for it. I swear to God. Let me see. Vaggy's design has also changed a lot. Let me see. I have it here. Yeah. So early concept art for Vaggy, you can really tell the moth thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I like that they all have the big hair though.
Oh my god, I like the second one so much.
It's cute, yeah.
That's so adorable.
Second one top row?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cute. I also like second one bottom row.
I actually like first bottom row too.
Mm. And I like that how they all kept like the big hair and like the general eye shape for her.
The fluffiness is
Yeah.
poofy.
Oh, and I just noticed for the bottom row, the first two, the bows kind of look like a moth.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Huh.
I love small details like that so much.
I love.
I love.
That's pretty good.
So, fun fact about her, she wasn't actually supposed to be the love interest for Charlie. She was just going to be a friend. And then, like, as time went on of them developing the story and everything, the chemistry of the characters just meshed so well that it was just like, you know what, gay rights.
Hell yeah, I'm up for it.
That's pretty much all I have for Hazbin, to be honest, because all we can really base it off of is the one episode, any lore you can find online. There's a prequel comic. If
Yeah,
you
I've
guys
seen
didn't know
it.
that.
I've seen what's funny, last night I actually got a suggestion on YouTube about I guess like fan dubbing the comic. And that's when I was like, oh shit, there's a comic?
Yeah. And the Attic music video is another good piece of lore. For anyone who's going to watch the Attic music video, stay after the credits. It's not much, but I really love the after credit scene.
Oh, yes. And then you find out he has a little pet.
Yes. Do you know the pig's name?
Oh my god, I remember I heard it, but then I forgot.
What about you, Jay? Do you know it?
I'm drawing the blank.
Fat Nugs.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty sure is 100% something that was developed from the podcasts.
Mm.
Speaking of, one of my all-time favorite things that ever came from the podcasts was this one scene where Michael, the voice of Angel Dust, people would usually send Streamlab donations or whatever it is, and be like, could you say this in Angel's voice? Could you do this in Alistair's voice? To the different voice actors. And they were like, you need to flirt with Viv, because she was guest starring that episode. And he's like, I'm not gonna flirt with my mom, that's gross. And I was like, you have to, you were paid. I'm not gonna do it. No, this is literally what you get paid for. You're a whore. You get paid to flirt with people for money, It's like, oh, I'm not. hey, mommy. Like, it was really, like, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
They had him do some of the most ridiculous things. They had Angel one time beg Obama to not let him drown. Which is so fucking weird out of context. And it's just like... And he's doing like the woo voice.
Oh
Like,
no.
Mr. Obama. And Obama's like, then perish. There's a lot of donations to ship characters together, like have Angel and Alistair flirt. I believe at one point Viv was like, hey, please don't do that. But I remember things after that. It was still happening, but not as intensely, so I guess it was okay. Or maybe she just gave in and people were like, well, it's not that fun anymore. I think a lot of really fun things happen from the podcast. You can just look up like Honeycast podcast highlights and just get it all.
I believe there's a few in the playlist. I think there's like 2 or 3 in the playlist. I'm just looking for fun. Some funny stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. So much gold came from that.
Oh yeah.
Now this is a double feature episode, so we have the Hazbin Hotel thing, and then we also have Helluva Boss. But before we jump into that, I wanted to talk about something else I featured in the playlist. Far-Fetched. Did you guys watch that one? The one with the dog?
Wanna what's funny? I didn't watch it, and it's weird because like when I was watching it, I had it automatically like play to the next episode, and then like it went back to the pilot and it didn't play it for me, so I didn't realize I missed that one.
Lame. It was like, I want to say 2.5 minutes maybe. And basically it's like not even a pilot, it's a proof of concept. So basically, you know, Hazbin took off, Helluva Boss took off, and it was, oh god, I just said her name and now it's escaping me. The one who hosted Honeycast. Oh, I just said her name. Oh my god, what the fuck? Her name is gone from my head.
It's vanished. Poof.
Holy shit. I am so sorry. But that's her show. And she's put that out there, and it seems very interesting to me. And I remember her talking about it a lot on the podcast. Back then, no official name was said. She just kept calling it like Heck Puppy, Hell Puppy, Heck Pupper, and like variations of that. And she would just talk about it, and it's like, oh, it's this character. She has this dog that's from hell, and blah blah blah. And it seemed really cute. And then it came out with that proof of concept, and I was like, oh, this looks really cute. And, you know, the girl comes home, her apartment is like destroyed, there's this cute little dog with wings. She's like, oh, hey sweetie, how are you? Hungry? You know, the dog barks, she goes to get it some food. It hops up on the counter, she's like, hey, no, don't do that. And it like burps fire, because, you know, demonic dog. So she's like, hey, down. And she reaches, and first you see a fire extinguisher, and she's like, oh, wow, really? And then she gets a spray bottle full of holy water.
Oh my god.
And she sprays the puppy. She serves the food, gives it to it, and you see just the silhouette of the dog. And it's like a tiny puppy, and then it just turns into this giant demonic creature, and she's like freaking out. And then the camera pans, and it's just a puppy again. And you're like, oh, okay. I can't wait to watch this. Ashley, her name's Ashley. I knew it would come to me.
Nice save.
Oh my god, imagine she ever saw this, just like, this motherfucker forgot my name. I'm so sorry. How could I forget her name when her name's literally a fucking meme? on the podcast, they would have the characters like sensually go, "Oh, Ashley," and she would freak out every time. I gotta send you guys this one clip of they say it to her, and she just starts speaking German. Like she freaks out and just her entire language changes. But that's it for Hazbin. Anything you guys want to say about that?
Nah, I'm good.
I want more.
Did you watch all 5 episodes of Hazbin? Would you continue it? Would you? What do you rate it out of 10?
That shit a 10, bro.
Yeah, I would rate Hazbin a 10, honestly.
That shit a 10.
Celeste?
I'll give it a 10. Nah, I give it a 12 out of 10.
Here we go. Rating higher than 10.
It don't make no sense. Alright, but now we move on to what I feel like we might have a little more to talk about because there's just more to it, and that would be Helluva Boss. Now, let me just give a little summary of Helluva Boss. It's another animated series that takes place in the same universe as Hazbin Hotel, but features a more comedic narrative. It stars Blitz, an imp with a book that allows him to come to the living room. Living room?
Living room?
He uses this book to assassinate people that some demons might want dead. And in his employ are Moxie and Millie, 2 smaller imps that are married, as well as Luna, a hellhound, and his adopted daughter. Now, let me show off these characters. First we have Blitz, Blitzo, but the O is silent. He is an ex-circus performer turned assassin. He is the most wonderful, wholesome good boy. There's nothing wrong with him ever. He does no wrong. Then we have then we have Moxie, who is a smaller imp. He is probably the smartest of the group, even though nobody listens to him. Then we have his wife, Millie, who is like southern charm, strong girl. I love her so much. She's so adorable and wholesome, and she deserves all the best in the world. And then we have everyone's favorite, Luna, the bait. The bait. Oh man, yeah, she's 100% the bait. And every episode of this show so far has been an absolute adventure, and the voice cast is amazing. Blitz is played by Brandon Rogers, who is a being of pure chaotic energy. Moxie is played by Richard Horvitz, who some of you might remember as Zim from Unbeater Zim, or Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And Luna is actually played by Erica Lindbeck, who has voiced in a ton of anime, games, and cartoons. And there's even been guest stars like Alex Brightman as the Fitzaroli robot, and he played Beetlejuice on Broadway. And Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
Norman fucking Reedus from
That's what I was like spazzing about during last episode.
Oh, that's why.
Yes.
And you must be a real big fan of his. What's something he's been in? Boondock Saints. Yeah, that's what he's known for.
And The Walking Dead.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know what that second one was.
Yeah, never heard of it. Sounds like trash.
Hey, well, it's trash now. It is trash now, honestly. Like, I admit that. Like, I stopped at, like, season 4.
But they actually have, like, a lot of, like, celebrity guest stars for this just, like, out of nowhere YouTube show that you wouldn't think a lot of people would care for. Like, fucking Norman Reedus, dude? Jinx?
But that, you're wrong, bucko.
And like you said, Luna is 100% the bait. They even have an episode where they have to go to the human world.
They made a joke.
And they're like, we can't let you go up there. You know, like, what kind of people are drawn to you. And then just, like, the characters stare at the screen for a brief moment. You're like...
Breaking the fourth wall.
They broke, like, 6 walls, dude. They made me feel bad for visiting certain websites.
Ew.
What do you mean, ill? You want to fuck a deer.
Ew. No, I don't, actually.
I don't believe you.
No.
A very hard time believing that.
Ew.
Jay's like, I wasn't even on the show yet, and I know about that. We also have Stolas. So I mentioned the book earlier that Blitz has that lets him go to the human world. That actually belongs to Stolas. He's like demonic royalty, and they have a deal where once a month on the full moon, Blitz comes and fucks his brains out, and he gets to use the book every other day of the rest of the month. Quite a lucrative deal, if you ask me.
An exchange. Does that count as the law of equivalent exchange?
I was just about to say that. This is the law of equivalent exchange.
There we go.
Stolas is married to Stella. She is rightfully upset at him constantly cheating on her with an imp who is apparently below them because they are royalty. She seems to be the very definition of I'm better than you. And kind of a Karen, to be honest. Like, remember when she straight up throws an imp at him? It's like, you want to fuck this one too? Dude, I lost my shit when I first saw that. But together, they formed the fucking cutest little thing, Octavia. This is her when she was a little babu.
The little owlet.
Dude, tell me that wasn't the cutest fucking design.
That is the cutest design ever. I fucking love her. She's up there too.
Now, I want to drop all pretenses right now. They came out with the pilot for this show, right? Then they had episode 1. And you got to see Stolas in there, and you're like, oh, he's just some, rich dickhead. He's a slut, blah, blah, blah. Episode 2 comes out. It starts off with Octavia as a baby here. She has a nightmare that her dad's not around. She can't find him. And he comes in and he sings her this fucking heart-wrenching song about how he'll always be there for her. I am not going to lie. I cried. Tears were shed during that song, and I have it on a playlist that I listen to on my way to work.
What a fucking baby.
Shut up.
Listen, some things just hit different, okay?
I never knew my father. But things aren't all happy in little owl world because Octavia grew up. Did I call her Olivia before? I might have. Her name's Octavia, just in case I fucked up.
I don't think you did.
But little Octavia grew up, and she became this, like, punk rock looking grunge, I hate the world, everything is bad.
Dad.
I wish I could go to hell, but I'm already here. Fuck you, Dad.
Alright, issues.
Yeah, so she grows up to that. And they have their issues. Surprisingly, they work it out in one episode. Really good episode, by the way. I honestly think episode 2 is my favorite so far. I just want more. Like, of her specifically.
Same.
and it looks like we will be getting more based on what they showed us in episode 5. Let me see. What do I have written down here? Ah, yes. So I mentioned that this was a shared universe with Hazbin Hotel. But even though they're both taking place like at the same time in the same place, a sad detail for those of us that love both of these shows is that it has been confirmed that there will be little to no crossover happening. Maybe like a reference here and there, but since Hazbin has been picked up by an actual studio for production, and then Helluva Boss is just on YouTube, they really can't do much about that. Now, I said episode 2 is my favorite, and that's the episode with her and her dad, and him trying to, like, be in her life a little more. They go to a Disneyland-esque amusement park, and it's just, like, falling apart. Yeah, Lululand. They have this singing robot, which is voiced by Alex Brightman. And one of the best scenes, and like it really caught me off guard, is he's singing a song, and he suddenly starts singing Charlie's song from Hazbin Hotel, but like with different lyrics. And it was just so out of nowhere, and it fits so well. And I actually looked it up, and apparently that wasn't something that they had planned, but when the composer was doing his stuff, he just decided to throw that in there, and everyone loved it. Now, I don't know much about music, but that's fucking amazing.
It was one of those, like, improvs that wasn't meant to be, but actually made it into the final cuts.
Yeah.
I love that.
Here's a fun fact for you. Blitz and Moxie were originally set to be side characters in Helluva Boss, but Vivzy thought that they wouldn't be able to do much with all the, like, outstanding characters in that series. So they ended up being main cast here. And I'm so happy for that. Now, do you guys have anything you want to talk about for this show?
Moxie's number 1 in my list, up there. he's second number 1.
Oh my god.
Right next to Cherry.
So 2 different shows.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. They're characters from the same universe.
Alright.
I know it's probably... I probably should have brought this up, like, when you asked if there was anything else for Hazbin. But going between the two, and when I went to go, like, watch Hazbin again, and it showed, like, the audience in the on the TV set, there was an imp that looked like Blitz.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh, that's Blitz. And I was like, oh.
There's 2 of them side by side, and I think that might have been the original idea for Blitz and Moxie.
Blitz and Moxie, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. And here they are.
Front and center.
With their own show.
Now, we obviously have a lot more of this show than of that one. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, though. Because they're, like, presented in very different ways. I feel like Hazbin, it can be funny at times, but I feel like it's to be taken a little more seriously than Helluva. Helluva has its deep moments, like the song with the father and daughter. And like a couple of other things that happen, like relationships between parents and you know, in-laws and stuff like that. But it's much more comedic, and I guess you can expect that with Brendan Rogers. Do you guys know any of him, by the way?
No, at least not by name.
I don't know if you've ever seen. There's like one of his most popular videos. It's really short. It's him playing like this gay office worker, and he's like, "Fuck you! I'm not going to your baby shower." Like, does that ring any bells?
No, but
no.
I'm interested.
Oh my god! I gotta send you just some Brandon Rogers stuff. He's fucking amazing. I feel like the role of Blitz fits him perfectly. Like, it's the role he was born for. And I'm pretty sure you'll agree with that as soon as I send you some clips of him.
Huh.
Now, just for some, like detail stuff about this show, not too much has been said about, like, the future of it, but it has been confirmed that the first season will consist of 8 episodes. At the time of us doing this podcast, there are 5 episodes and a pilot. I don't know if the 8 consists of the pilot as well. And honestly, I'm scared of what's going to be coming because of what they did with episode 5. Episode 5 made everything, like, kind of real. Like, everything up to episode 5 was just like, ha 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 ha. And then episode 5 was like, oh, okay.
His mom take me home, I'm scared.
Dad, help, please. Mom is ordering an assassination of you in front of you. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's the Fitzaroli robot, by the way. This is who Alex Brightman played.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I remember.
At Lululand. Dude, would you go to Lululand?
Honestly, no. Well, it depends on if it's actually run like that. No.
No, 100%. It's just straight up Lululand. It's the one we see in the show.
No. I wouldn't go. Fuck that shit.
Would you go to Veronica's concert?
Fuck yeah.
No, I wouldn't end up with a fucking STD.
I just want to see her perform. Hopefully I don't get fucking seduced.
That's not how that works. I'm not going.
Okay, actually, I'll just watch a live performance there.
Watch a live stream.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we talk about the music production?
I was actually gonna mention, like, if you guys can pick a favorite song from the whole, like, from what we see now, like, what would it be?
I've already said mine.
Mine is Verosica.
You like her singing about dicks?
Dude, no, like, I love the rhythm. Like, something about the rhythm.
No, it's really fucking catchy. And I guess that makes sense because she's supposed to be, like, you know, a siren succubus.
Yeah.
It really does draw you in.
Like, just something about the rhythm and how, like, her voice, too, is so soothing. Like, I love that.
I'm surprised that we're getting such high quality stuff for free on YouTube. Like,
shows. I mean, that's how, like, you know, I mean, you pay to watch it on TV or you pay to watch it on Netflix, but...
I didn't pay to watch anything on YouTube.
Is there ads or no ads? Because I have YouTube Premium, so I wouldn't know if there's ads.
Oh, yeah, I also have YouTube Premium.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Sorry, I gotta keep my Twitch sub, and then that's it. I keep my Twitch sub.
Bro, I got YouTube Premium just because I was fucking sick of ads and I wanted to download some videos. Like the fucking song of him singing to his daughter. I have the lyric video downloaded. I'm like, yes, sing to me, Bird Daddy.
That one.
Bird Daddy.
He's a really wholesome dad.
Yeah, honestly. But also, fuck, marry, kill. Blitz, Blitz, Stolas, and I don't know, the Fitzaroli robot.
Those three?
Yeah, sure. No, you know what? Blitz, Stolas, Moxie.
Bliss. Okay, I'll marry Moxie. I'd fuck oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, no, yeah, I'll definitely marry Moxie. I don't want to kill no one though. I don't want to kill no one. I like them. I like all 3 of them.
Choose.
I like all 3 of them.
Choose.
I can't kill no one.
That's why I changed it from the robot, because I knew you'd be like, I'm gonna kill the robot.
Oh. I don't know. It's hard.
You know what else is hard?
Stolas for fucking Blitz.
Yeah. I'm gonna call the only guy who can fuck me. Like, what? I mean, protect me.
I love the slip ups from Stolas.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my gosh, I love the scene where he's on the phone with Blitz in front of Octavia, where he's like I got a call for protection, you know, like because of money and looks, and she's like, I can see about money, but I don't know about looks, and then
Speak for yourself, sweetheart.
Yes, speak for yourself.
He's so fucking obnoxious. He's played
like,
so well though.
He loves his daughter, but he's not afraid of fucking.
Oh no, he's hot and he knows it. He 100% knows it. He has the confidence of a god. So finish your fuck, marry, kill.
Yay.
Fuck.
Torture.
Okay, fine. Fuck Blitz, marry Moxie, kill Stolas.
Ooh. But how are you
I don't
gonna kill
wanna-
him without the special gun?
Oh, there you go. So I can kill him.
Now, Jay. Fuck, marry, kill. Luna, Millie, Octavia.
Oh, come on. Had to throw the fairy bait at me. You just had to. You just couldn't help it, could you?
Nope. You want it to be her human form?
Does it really matter if you truly know?
do you want the forbidden one?
No, we'll take the human friend. I'm not going down that hole. There are too many holes I've been down. Not starting today.
Hey man, you keep that to yourself. I don't need to know what holes you've been in.
Not like that.
I say as I ask, fuck, marry, kill.
Oh my gosh.
I hate it here. That's all I gotta say.
It's not easy, huh?
Mom, pick me up. Mom, pick me up.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
I'm like dreading the deflection of like when someone asks me.
They hit you with the Uno reverse card.
No, you gotta pick yours first, buddy boy.
That's crazy, bro. Okay. For sure, I'm marrying Millie. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I have to kill Luna.
Why?
I have standards, bro.
Oh my
So your standard is you wouldn't fuck the wolf girl, but you'd fuck the bird girl?
Listen.
You want some of that cloaca?
You gave me an option.
I don't deal in absolutes.
You gave me an option, alright?
Alright, so what are my choices here?
I'll let you pick your own choices.
That's
I'll
not
be
fair.
nice.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wait. Luna, Millie, and oh my god, I'm trying to remember her name.
Whose name?
The one that comes in and Hazbin Hotel. The. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name.
Cherry?
Not Cherry. the one that likes to clean and talks fast. I
Oh,
forgot her
Nifty?
name. Nifty. There you go. Yes.
Wait, so who was it? It was Nifty?
Nifty, Luna, and what else did I say?
Yeah.
Oh, Millie.
Alright. Fuck Luna, marry Millie, kill Nifty.
Aw, that was fucking fast.
Bro, I know what I'm about.
Oh my god.
I had answers ready for every character.
Oh my god.
You could have been like Octavia in there. I would have been like, alright, I'll marry her because I want her dad to be my dad.
Oh my god.
I want him to sing me to sleep.
Oh my god.
That's fair.
I'm fucking ready for it, bro. Come at me.
That was a great ad, man. I don't know.
Bro, I'm 10 steps ahead of you and everyone else. I took the fucking pill from Limitless.
I don't know.
Now, if you were thrown in Striker, I would fucking marry him and kill everybody else.
Who's that?
Striker.
Striker.
Oh.
Oh, from episode 5?
Yeah.
Norman Reedus?
Yes.
See, I don't fucking remember his name. Can we talk about that? Like, I don't know. Can we get into episode 5? Because it's the most recent one. I don't want to really spoil much. But it's been around for, what, like 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
2 weeks. 3 weeks? I think it's like 3 weeks.
I just want to talk about that scene between him and Blitz. The struggle.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking intense and, like, really well done.
I am a man of high quality animation.
Yeah. That's another, like, the quality of this animation is so fucking good. Like, there was a huge team working on Hazbin, and they worked on it for a long-ass time. And I feel like Helluva is better quality animation. But then again, aren't they part of a studio? Like, a smaller studio than what picked up Hazbin, but I think they're still part of a studio, right? Spindlehorse?
I think so.
What has Spindlehorse done? That sounds super familiar. Spindlehorse.
Okay, I'm about to look that up.
Spindlehorse. Spindlehorse controversy. Oh no.
Not that.
Spindlehorse. Hazbin Hotel, Helluva Boss, Holidays, and to be announced. So I guess just this stuff. Their names sound super familiar to me. I'm gonna get a comment like, Spindlehorse made fucking The Great Gatsby animated. Like, why would I watch that? I know when Hazbin was picked up, I was a little worried because they announced what is it, A24 or something like that, the production studio. They haven't done any animated series before. So I was like, what's their fucking, show me the details, bro. How do I know this is gonna be good? But they did like some big name movies like The Vivitch. If you ever watched that. The Witch, The Vitch.
I don't. It's not ringing a bell.
It was literally called The Witch, but they spelled it with 2 V's.
Oh.
The Vivitch. And other stuff that I can't remember.
Oh my god.
I really did my research. Is there anything you guys are looking forward to from these 2 shows? Like things
More
you want to
Striker.
explore?
More Striker.
I'm pretty sure we'll see more of him.
I better see more.
Do you like
If
him
not,
because of his design, his character, or just
No,
because he's Norman Reedus?
I fucking love his design. Like, literally, when he first rode up on that fucking, like, demon horse shit, I was like, him. I want him.
It that boy.
Like, no, I honestly didn't realize he was voiced by Norman until like the credits. I was like, wait a minute, Norman? And then like I rewatched it again to like hear the voice, and then once I heard him talk again, I was like, holy fucking shit. But no, like I fell in love with this character design, honestly.
I like that she's on a first name basis with him. Like, oh, it's Norman.
Fucking Norman.
Dude, I know him. What was his name? Daryl?
Daryl Dixon.
Daryl Dixon. The only good character on that show.
I don't want to get into The Walking Dead.
Bro. Fucking... Fuck The Walking Dead, man. Invincible's better. Can't believe those are made by the same person. What about Hazbin? What are you hoping for Hazbin?
I wish it well, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially since I heard that it got picked up so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to great stuff to get put out for sure.
I hope we get word soon. Like, I know people were bugging Viv about it, and again, like, she's under contract, she can't say much. So, you know, for anyone listening now, please don't bug anyone about the future of it. But it's been what, like 2 years? Like, hopefully we get like at least a trailer soon. But I'm sure, you know, due to the state of the world, things were slowed down. Especially since they have no prior background with animation at that studio. Like, I'm sure there was a lot of initial setup that had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything was probably halted because of COVID. I want to see more fleshed out backstories in Hazbin.
Same.
Yeah. I'm excited for, like, at least a 12 episode season at the very least. Like half an hour to 40 something minutes each would be amazing. I feel like, just based off of the backgrounds that I know of the characters, I feel like Angel's really going to steal the show. I mean, he already has with the current things available. But I feel like when the full show is out, he's going to kind of take over a lot of people's minds. People are probably going to view him as the main character.
Hmm.
And for Helluva, I'm kind of scared about what's gonna come next. Like, I don't want it to get super serious and super dark. I want it to stay kind of lighthearted, but at the same time, like, if done well, I really wouldn't mind it. I just hope it's like, if it does become kind of a darker, more serious thing, I hope it's not a constant bouncing between the two. Because I've seen shows and like comics and stuff do that, and no one's ever really done it right. Where it's like, ha 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 ha, oh no, ha 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 ha.
Right.
Probably not the best thing to compare it to, but like Deadpool would be a good example of a good balance sometimes, because you'll have like haha shooty splody Deadpool, and then the next scene will be like him trying to reunite with his estranged daughter, or him talking about his skin cancer and stuff like that. Like, it's a nice balance between the two. I don't want too much of either one if they go down that way.
Oh.
But I think most of all, I just want more. Let's be honest. I want more funny, more tears from songs,
more space.
Yeah, more guest stars, more characters to fuck, marry, kill. Just give me more. I have my hand out. Just give more, please, now.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't throw Tex at Celeste. That was a real big shocker. I was like, wait a minute.
Dude, that would have been too easy.
That's fair.
We all know Celeste wants to get rammed by the big wolf man.
Oh my god. Dude, but he's such a wholesome guy, though.
He's played by the guy who played the genie on Aladdin in Broadway.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, his name's escaping me right now. I believe it's Michael. I'm horrible with names. And apparently I'm horrible at researching my fucking podcast topics too. Guys, excuse me. I'm kind of scatterbrained because I'm sick. Oh, fuck. Speaking of, I just got like a rush. I think that's probably a good sign to start calling it.
Okay.
All in all, I really liked both of these shows. I can't wait for more. As I said, I just want more and more. I never want them to end. I want them to slave away from my entertainment. And, and I'll give nothing in return. So I said, like, Hazbin, I gave a 10 out of 10. Helluva, I also give a 10 out of 10 for different reasons. They both entertain me in vastly different ways. How about you guys?
I give it a 10 because it hits. It definitely hits, like, for thematical reasons.
Mm.
For one of the episodes, they went for a festival, and it was of Moxie trying to impress Millie's parents, and it was just the whole, like, his motivation that kind of hit, like, that kind of hit hard, because it's kind of just how it is. Felt bad too, but
But he got the respect at the end.
yeah. So I'm not even mad about it, but it's just the thematic is just really I guess really close or accurate, I'd say,
Mm.
in a situation like that. But still less. Best dad.
Can we talk about how in that episode, Millie straight up had a bone coming out of her arm and her leg was caught in a bear trap, and all they did was wrap that shit up and she walked away? Like, bro, what?
She's looking badass.
She's the most badass character.
She's quite literally built different.
She's literally not allowed to compete in the games because she's too tough.
That's the first time I'm hearing something like that.
It's the fucking... What's the thing from SpongeBob? Like, how tough are you? How tough am I? I had a bowl of nails for breakfast. Yeah, and? Without any milk. Oh. How about you, Celeste? What's your rating?
20 out of 10.
Bro, I'm so sick of you.
10 out of 10, I love it.
There we go.
I
Finally, we're on the scale.
I think, like, since the beginning of the podcast, this is the first thing that we've watched where I had, like, pretty much nothing bad to say about anything. Like, I was completely entertained. It went by quick because of how much fun I was having watching it, even though this isn't even the first time I've watched these episodes. Because I watched everything except episode 5 of Helluva before. That's just good quality, man. Like, it's one thing to...
It has the rewatchability.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I was gonna say. It's one thing to make a good show and, like, have someone enjoy it, but it's a completely different thing to make a good show, have someone enjoy it multiple times over. And then, like, all the little details of, like, background characters. Like you said, you rewatched Hazbin and you saw the two imps that look like Blitz and Moxie. Like, there's a million little things that you can just pick out and see, and you're like, oh shit, I never noticed that. In both shows.
No.
Yeah. Even in some of the music video for Addicted, you see the guy that Angel Dust escorts in the oh my god, what is it called, in the seats?
Yeah.
In the crowd, there we go.
Yeah. and we get some backstory of Angel in that show about like the sexual abuse he has. It's been confirmed that he has like PTSD from it. We see why he acts the way he does, and like he pushes people away. And Cherry is his best friend. She's like helped him through it, and he's like recovering now. And that's gonna be explored later on in the show. We'll get to meet, his pimp, and all that. And of course, there's the prequel comic that goes into it as well, and that's free to read online. And there's fan dubs of it in case anyone wants to read that. Watch that on YouTube. But I'd say go online and watch it, to support the original. But that about ends it. Jay, you have the floor.
Oh yeah. So, what we're watching next week is something that was actually buried in the back of my brain for a bit until I saw a picture on my Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And we are watching this.
Hagenai. I don't have.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh yeah, I've seen this too.
Senna's best girl.
I don't remember who that is.
She's the blonde one, but Yuzuru is also best girl too. Fuck, there's too many best girls.
I don't
actually.
remember who that is.
The black hair girl next to him.
Who's him?
I forgot his name. I know the girls' names, but I don't know him.
Wow. I remember bits and pieces. I remember the ending, like, very clearly, because the ending's like, what the fuck? I remember the little nun girl. I definitely remember her sister. Boy, oh boy, do I remember her sister. Bro, wait till we launch a Patreon and do the not safe for work version of the podcast.
Nice. That's gonna be something.
Alright, so we'll watch this. It'll be a nice little refresher. I'm sick and I'll be home for the whole week, so I'll probably watch the whole thing. God fucking damn it.
I'll end up rewatching the whole thing too.
I remember liking it and just not liking the ending, because the ending was like out of nowhere for me.
I think that's how also I felt about it when I first watched it, and I was everything else was just better.
Mm-hmm. So we'll watch this, then next week Celeste has her thing, and then we watch Onichichi.
Oh my god. What?
Don't look it up. Bro, I'm gonna set up a fucking tip jar and be like, if we make this much, we'll watch Onichichi.
Why?
If that ever happens, that shit's going on fucking private browser and shit.
It's gonna be on Pornhub.
Oh, no.
We gotta be verified, wait.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Damn it.
Close.
I guess we're gonna have to open up that Patreon.
Oh, shit.
For just $99.99. Alright. Well, that's the end of this episode. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Hopefully everything made sense and was coherent. Because boy am I out of it. Hope everyone enjoyed. Again, if you're listening to audio only, you can see all the visuals if you go to YouTube. We stream it live on YouTube and Twitch. Just look up Battleizer23, Battlizer 23. In the description of the video, you will find the playlist of what we watched. You can watch that and know exactly what the hell we're talking about. go support the official videos of everything we've talked about here, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
See you next time.